Hi, my name is Deconic and I'll be showing you how to carry on Udyr. In this video, I'll be going over gameplay from my stream, highlighting the steps I take to achieve gold and XP advantages, what I could have done better, and how I transition these leads into wins as jungle. Starting out, we're gonna use the ward trick to keep our other buff safe from invades and cheese strats. Ideally, we want to back at the 55 to 6 second mark so we can get our second buff by spawn and have the most uptime for our wards. After looking at the different lanes, I decide to start blue here to influence the extremely volatile top lane matchup or potentially counter gank the Bel'Veth. My plan going in is to go for a standard full clear, putting 2 points into R at level 3 for increased clear speed, and then leveling up my stun at level 4, then going top into Scuttle. Just standard clear here. Udyr is one of the few champions who can actually clear by 315 even if he goes leashless. Let me switch to Fog of War. Here I see Aatrox and GP are trading heavily. So I'm looking to finish my camp ASAP. Then I see the Bel'Veth show and I know I have to go. So I start sweeping just to make sure I haven't stepped on any vision, and decide I need to gank the lane before Bel'Veth does. So I go through the lane to prevent walking through the river that's probably warded. I'm sitting in the brush waiting for an Aatrox to engage, and as soon as he does, I ghost. I get hit with a lag spike there, so the gank becomes a bit awkward, but we're able to clean it up. Bel'Veth flashes for the gangplank, and because I can't save him, I opt to run and just stun her. At this point, Bel'Veth should know I don't have my red and invade, forcing me to back, but instead she opts to push top, giving me the option to take my red and go for a bot scuttle into a reset. Now she's missing, but I know she can't get to bot scuttle before I can. And my lag finally clears up. So now I take my resets and then go and try to rush boots as best as I can. I get boots and a pink ward and I'm going for my bot side camps. I see Bel'Veth top, so I decide to look for a play bot or invade her bot side. The gank bot is looking better, so I opt to go there. We get a double kill there, and now I don't know where Bel'Veth is, so I just fall back into my camps because she could have reset, and I don't want her to meet me at her camps. This Drake strat is a mistake on my part during the stream. I have no idea where the Bel'Veth is, and typically doing Drake pre-6 on Udyr is a bad idea because you cannot do it healthily. Zilean misses his stun and apparently doesn't have enough mana for his ulti, so we die to the Bel'Veth there, which is a very unnecessary death on my path. The correct play there would be just to fall back into my camps and path top, trying to gain a CS lead that way. I go back to sequencing bot to top. I see top trading, so I'm looking to gank it. I pan over my map and I see it's a good gank, so I activate ghosts, and I know we can kill the Bel'Veth this time. My Zillion is close, so I'm whacking on him because I know I can kill him. Here, the correct play would have been to not stun Bel'Veth and to not use my turtle stance, so that she would kill me and I would get Zillion's reset because he threw it a bit early. But knowing that I shouldn't have increased my survivability just so I would die, then I could kill her. Resetting, we're looking to continue farming, maybe going top to bottom, bottom to top and getting rifts. Here we're just looking. We drop a ward and we're leaving the jungle. Then I spot Bel'Veth top and I realize I can make a play somewhere else on the map because she's not here. So I choose to go mid, and I'm not too keen on spending too much time here. I'm looking for Zillion to bait Cassiopeia, which he does pretty well. So I just go in whacking on her with Phoenix, and because of my huge damage, she just dies. So I still see her top, so I'm looking to influence that. I see Zillion behind me, so I know it's a fight I can win even if GP dies. We're able to kill the Bel'Veth under turret because she trolled by dashing into turret range. Now I have blue buff and I can cycle with my stances, so I'm using my W shield to keep myself healthy while using my ulti for damage. Side note, I think it's cool how GP's ulti sounds in replays. Sounds very deep. Now I just fall back into my camps, hoping to try to get an XP lead on the Bel'Veth, who actually had an XP lead from all the successful ganks she had and kills. Drake is spawning now, so the best play for me would have been to reset after I pushed top wave, got in my items, and moved bot. So realizing that, I decide to go for her top side because I know she's at Drake, and then I get visual confirmation that she is bot lane, taking Drake. It's not a big deal with them taking the first two Drakes because so long as we are able to keep ourselves ahead, we will be able to take the other Drakes. We just need to not throw our lead at this point. I have too much gold, so I'm not even looking for the top gank. I just need to reset and get my items. Then I see Bel'Veth in my jungle, and I know that at this point I am stronger than her. My team is there. If she stays in my jungle, she dies. So I use the Hex Gates to charge the Bel'Veth, and we're able to just burst her down. Then we go for the Cassiopeia. Lux is in the brush and we start whacking on them. The correct play here would be to leave as soon as Ash shows up, but I overestimate my speed with Zillion's ulti because I thought I would be able to catch up to the Cassiopeia, and then I die for it. So far, I have most of my team's kills. because I am actually ahead and making plays. I'm looking for the bot gank, and then I run into a Belvet in the jungle. I get surprised by her damage, and then I try to leave, but she just had slightly too much damage from me. The correct play there would have been to just stun the Belvet when I saw her and run away, but I did not know she had that much damage. So that's definitely something I could have done better. Now I have died twice in a row, so I decide it's way too much time spent dead and I need to farm. So I fall back into my camps. I tried to bait the Lux thinking she would go in, but my team shows up. They try to poke me out, and with that stun I know the Lux is in some serious danger. She ends up getting killed from far away, and that works out very good for us. Now I'm looking at the Aatrox who is low and my GP who is full health, and I know even if it's a 2v2 we win that, so long as I can catch the Aatrox, which I have no doubt I can. I burst him, and then I go for the Belvet, stun her out of her E, and then just hit her with my stuns and Phoenix to kill her. This kill was very big because she had just killed Rift, so now she no longer has her empowered form, which is huge for us. I fall back into my camps trying to get a lead. Then I notice Drake is about to spawn this time, so I don't have enough time to reset, so I try to make a play. The correct play here was to reset instead of trying to take Krugs and just go for Drake. I get Cass's flash and her R, and then I'm able to leave, but I assume the Drake is gone, so I just back. So I assume the Drake is gone, and I don't expect it to stay up, but they don't take the Drake. Belvet throws and tries to get a kill on Jhin, which means now that we've spent our gold, it's a free win if we can force a fight because they haven't spent theirs. I see some fighting going on mid, and I know I just need to engage. So I engage, stunning everybody, using Phoenix form on the most threatening people. Taz gets away. Now the correct play would be from here to go straight into Drake because there's no point in chasing. The jungler is low, she can't contest. I just need to go back. That's what I do. That's what I end up doing. But I did not need to push up, chase for so long. The Belvet shows up. We make short work of her. I don't know what her idea was there. She couldn't have possibly stolen it, so here they pressure us, and Ashe is low, and we have Zillion ultis, so I'm not scared of dying. I know we can get at least one person because this is a troll fight on their part. From this point, the correct play is to leave, because I can't catch up to the Cassiopeia and the Lux just binds me. So if I chase further, I will die. So I just need to fall back into my camps to maintain any XP lead I have, catch up, get more gold, become tankier, and be able to carry fights later on. I see my team fighting Aatrox. So I start heading up there. I run up with my E. Side note for Udyr players, it's best to W when you're heading to lane, then switch to your E, just so you have a shield to go with your move speed boost. Zilean gets the kill on Lux, which means we have a hard numbers advantage. Fall back into my camps, and now I back for my frozen heart. I get the frozen heart, and at this point the only person that can kill me is the Cassiopeia. And as soon as I see her bot, I know I can win any fight. All I need to do is bait the team. I see a ward drop there, so I expect them. They throw a lot of skill shots at me and miss, so I'm just stalling for my team. When they get here, I charge at them with my ghost, and the rest of this fight is history, as they say. Stuns, phoenix forms, and W's to keep myself healthy. Now they're all dead. We need to go for Nash, but the problem here is we don't have enough damage. This is the correct play if you have damage, but in this situation where Udyr doesn't do much damage, Zilean doesn't do much damage to Nash, and Seraphine doesn't do more damage to Nash, the better option might have been, or the safer option I should say, might have been going for tower. But I am confident in my damage as Udyr with Sunfire. If I didn't have Sunfire, I wouldn't have gone for this play, because I would know 100% we don't have the damage for it. But because I have Sunfire, I know we can get it. Zilean TPs, which makes me a bit nervous during the game, because I was scared we didn't have the damage. But now we just get it, and now we're just looking to back. I clear top and start my back, but the enemy team was able to skirt all the vision and just get to us, which was unfortunate. I could say it was a greedy back, but really the enemy team just played it well. They avoided any vision we had and just popped up from nowhere. But that doesn't change the fact that we are still strong. So the upcoming Drake fight should still be a win, so long as I have some MR and anti-heal for the Aatrox. In the ideal universe, my backline would have anti-heal, because until I have Thornmail, I can't reliably apply it on Aatrox, the person that needs to be the anti-heal the most, essentially. Because to apply it, he would have to auto attack me, and that's not how he would damage me. And with Thornmail, I would be able to apply it with stuns, but that doesn't work with Bramble. So I'm trying to bait for a fight here. I know I have Zilean ulti, so I'm seeing what I can bait out. I get the Belvet, and I start going for the Aatrox. But we have no anti-heal for this fight, and I died so quick, so I'm not able to apply Grievous on him anymore. ADC mains, please buy anti-heal. It's very important. Or even Seraphine's. You know, Chemtech Purifier would have been perfect for us here. They get third Drake, and we just have to wait for respawns. I go for farming because there are no objectives up, but we're also looking for Pixel the same, because we're that far ahead. All we need is one good team fight with some anti-heal. And I think at some point in the game, anyone who watches my stream would know I disable my chat, so I can't chat. But at some point here, I actually enabled it just to tell my team to get anti-heal. Here, we're able to burst the Aatrox, which is big. So I know we can clean up the fight. I didn't see the... I go in hard and I didn't see that Zilean had already used his ulti, which is a mistake on my part, but the fight was played well. The Lux overstays thinking she can kill the Zilean and ends up being punished for it. Seraphine overstays and dies. And at this point, I'm just looking for gold or CS to farm because there's nothing else to do. I take my bot side and start prepping for Nash, knowing the fight is coming soon. I have my items, so I'm going back for... I get an engage on the Cassiopeia. Seraphine lands a good ult, and I know I have Zilean ult this time. So we just run circles around them and kill everyone. Arch thinks she can get me by bait, but I use my W shield to survive, auto attack her to heal, then stun her. After that, it's just a free Drake into Nash. We get the Drake and we go into Nash. So there's a misplay here, and the misplay is trying to do Nash now, knowing we have double support comp. We don't have the damage to rush Nash, so we should have just taken turrets instead. But to be fair, I expected GP and Jhin to do more damage to Nash than they actually did. Might have just been a situation of being unfortunate. But yeah, in situations where you have double supports, you need to be careful about when you go for Nash. You need to be extra careful. Now at this point, they have Nash and Belvet's Voidlings, so we just want to death. I'm very big, so I don't mind getting in their face and clearing minions, stopping them from getting my turrets, because they can't. I'm so far ahead that they can't actually push. I'm 13 kills by this point. So all I have to do is play in their face. They're scared of engages, so they can't push. But I'm not scared of their damage, because they do practically no damage to me. And if I do take damage, I can always W auto attack to heal. I'm not heading into my jungle because we have no vision and it's too risky. There's no point. We just need to keep clearing waves. I ping the Zilean off of entering the jungle because there's no point. We just need to keep going around the circles. The edges, rather. So at this point, I'm just making sure I use my lead to to stop my turret from falling. If that big wave met my turret, it probably would have fallen. So I tanked some of that damage and started wave clearing, allowing my team to properly wave clear it because it was a big wave. Cass is looking for an engage. I sidestep her Everfrost. Aatrox oversteps and I go right in because I wasn't scared of their damage and I know I have a Zillion behind me. I kited back to get Zillion's ulti and then I just go to town on their backline. We push the wave and we're looking to get Drake here, preventing them from getting soul. The Belvet is dead, so I'm not really worried about a Drake steal. We get Drake and then we fall back into our camps. Zillion pings is almost at an item, so I back and get what I can. I think by this point, yeah, I just got my dead mans, and so I can really get to their back line. Now we're trying to catch the Aatrox out because he overstayed. He dies. Nash is coming up, so that's big for us. Now we just need to force a fight for Nash. We clear vision in our jungle. We're not really scared of them, so I don't mind walking at them. And I have dead mans, so catching them isn't an issue. I get onto them to force the fights. They use a lot on me, and Seraphine lands a big ult. Velvet is dead, so we're just looking to get Nash an end. And this time she's dead for long enough where it cannot be a bad idea even with low damage, but we had our items at this point. It wasn't a bad idea. Lux gets caught out, we kill her, and then we go for the push, I think. Now their respawns are so stuttered, we just need to keep killing them here. So I'm looking to dive the Cassiopeia, which we do. We kill her. And now I'm weaving in and out of turret range to reduce the damage from stacking like turrets typically do. We kill the Belvets. We kill the Aatrox. We kill the Ashe. And that, my friends, is GG. Good game. And that is how to play Udyr in Season 12. Thanks for watching. It's been Deconic and it's been fun making this video.